What's up, bro?
How you doing?
All right, man. So it's the beginning, Talk of the Town podcast.
My name is Roy Bussall. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, born and raised.
My name is Javin Nash Harris. Jav Nash, whatever you can call me.
I asked you, I was like, bro, man, we should start a podcast.
But I wanted to highlight some of the businesses and some of the talent as far as like sports is considered in Seattle, Tacoma area. I don't know, man. I just felt like I want to do something that highlights other people.
Like you said, put those people on the map. Just to help the community out, grow the community together.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's been a minute since we've put out a video. No excuses, but we definitely have had some internal things going on with family and life getting the best of us, and getting ahead of us. But we're back with a new episode. This is my bro, Janelle. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What's up, man? I'm Janelle, aka King Neely, man. What's up with it?
Yep. So Roy's not with us right now. He couldn't be in attendance with us during this episode, but he'll be on for the next one. We're just gonna catch up with everything that's relevant that's been going on in the sports world, and then also a little bit of hip hop, of course, for the culture. So first things first, women's NCAA basketball. Now, quick, I'll let you go first, man. So Caitlin Clark, everything on her. She made it to Iowa made it to the championship. They lost. What do you think about her run with making it to the Final Four and then ultimately the championship? And
well, clearly she's one of the biggest and one of the best. I can't even say women, just college hoopers ever in history. Nobody ever is probably gonna ever have her numbers or accomplish what she accomplished. Even though I'm a South Carolinian and the Gamecocks won, if she would have won that championship, her legacy would have been through the roof. Nobody would have been able to probably top that. Even though my favorite will always be Maya Moore, but Caitlin Clark definitely put her mark on college basketball though. Like, ain't nobody gonna probably do that ever again, especially if those amount of points, them big games, and all them big shots. Like, she's probably like one of the biggest women hoopers ever, and she ain't even played a pro game yet.
Yeah, man. She's definitely helped. She's been a part of the whole crew of women who've helped change the game in women's basketball just in the past couple of years. I think one of you guys you or Roy sent me something in chat about like 14.2 million views women's basketball's gotten, and the Final Four got, which is crazy. But back to Caitlin Clark, like what she's done for the game is phenomenal. And like you said, they're probably not going to be somebody to do what she's done. They said Juju Watkins from USC, University of Southern California, she's already broke like the freshman record of like 900
Yeah,
points.
I think she broke what's her name? Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller's sister's record, or came close to it. I think she might have broke it though.
She's already on track to doing phenomenal things. If she plays 3-4 years, I think they just opened it up, or somebody in the sports world made a comment about making it so that women from college can go one and done, which is like, see, already trying to get them in and out. You know what I mean? And trying to make it to how the men's was just a couple of years ago. Or excuse me, how the men's game is. I don't even watch this year and last year, I didn't even watch like men's college basketball, I'll say. I was really focused on like South Carolina, LSU, Caitlin Clark, the little mini rivalries that people were making up in the media. There was points where me and you was talking and you sounded like you was kind of going for Iowa. And I'm like, bro, are you from South Carolina or are you not?
Yeah, no. It was just what Caitlin Clark was doing was just so amazing though, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, ain't nobody about to win this. The way they did LSU,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, they're about to take this. And then as far as like with Juju goes, I feel that if they do start doing the things where people can go one and done, bro, They got to make more teams.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing is though, like they're getting paid now. They got NIL. Um, there's like more opportunity that's opening up for women's sports and women basketball specifically. So I think that's long overdue and it's much needed. Um, I wanted to say for Caitlin Clark though, I think she's getting a lot of hate for no reason. Well, not for no reason. There's people who have their reasons, I guess, but I can't say I'm happy for her. I don't know the girl, but you know what I mean. Like she got a deal with Nike. You know what I'm saying? And she's like the face of not just college basketball, but she's probably like the new face of like she's like the Victor Wembanyama of the WNBA, so to
Yeah,
speak. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
I
Which
mean, man,
which
kudos.
brings up a topic. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
you watch Gil's Arena?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the time.
That was a topic. I don't know if you've seen. That was a topic that they had on who's the bigger star right now, Victor Wembanyama or Caitlin Clark.
I mean, we can't say because she hasn't played a pro season yet. I mean, oh, a bigger just right now, just overall, just
Yeah, like kind of like right now, like leading into like I think the argument was like her going into her rookie year compared to Wemby going into his. I feel like when it comes to Wemby, age definitely plays a factor into it, and then of course sex does too. But it's a simple fact that it was more doubt for Wemby. It's not no doubt for Caitlin Clark. There's no doubt about what she's gonna do in the WNBA.
some of the alumni from UConn are like saying it's not that easy. You can't just translate your college game to the pro. Like they're not trying to. I mean, I don't know. I think that the NBA definitely is looking for like who's going to take over once Steph and LeBron and them guys retire. So they're definitely pushing Victor to be that guy, but they should have been pushing for. And this is like totally off of our topic of like women's basketball, but I think they should be pushing for Anthony Edwards and some of the younger guys, Shea, SGA. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about that. He should get MVP stuff like that. Like the NBA should be putting their money, their marketing dollars behind them players, but instead it's like, oh my God, Victor just don't get me wrong, he's 7'8" or 7'12". I don't know. He's like he's a giant, bro. Like he's doing what he should be doing. Like when you
Yeah,
go to Safeway and you see a guy who's like 7 feet tall, you're like, why are you bagging groceries, stocking shelves, bro? You need to be in the league somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
because we know what you would do, even just at your height. So Victor's doing what I expect him to be doing. But as far as women's basketball, bro, I'm my favorite player right now is Juju, just because she's marketable as far as like how she got that bun. You know what I'm saying? Her game is elite. She has that twitch, or she has that like tween tween behind the back. She got that. She got
got a
that.
little bit of finesse in her. That
Yeah, she got
yeah,
that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Caitlin Clark, it's too early to tell. But if she's not careful and she doesn't add more things to her game, like a handle package, I'm saying, she'll end up like Klay Thompson. Like Klay is like a straight shooter. He's a shooter. Steph got he got a handle package too, and he can shoot. So that's what I'm saying about Juju. Juju, she got handle. When she wants, she goes down and gets boards. She's down there with the other big girls. Doing what she does. So, and of course, she's a bucket. But that's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? I went to USC when I was running track for Wazoo, and I saw the campus, and we went to Roscoe's and did the whole LA thing, and it was popping. So I'm kind of biased when it comes to like women's sports now. And then the girl from Notre Dame,
yeah.
I forget her name.
Uh, um, Only name I really know is
So simple
Juju.
too. Hold on. Yeah, here you go ahead and give your take on other.
Um, I keep seeing little funny memes about uh, what's the I can't remember the big from South Carolina's name, but her and Angel Reese both going to Chicago.
Oh, Hannah
Yeah,
Hillado. Yeah,
yeah. Um, I don't know what they're gonna be able to do. Getting two bigs. Angel Reese definitely need to get back in her bag, though. I feel like, but I mean, the WNBA is different than the NBA. It's not as spread out as far as like how the NBA is. So
mm.
that being that gritty and aggressive player that just go play hard and rebound and stuff like, there's still positions for that. But she gonna really have to knock down the jump shot though.
I
You
think
know?
I think the girl you're talking about, her name's Camila Cardoso.
Yeah,
Um, her and Angel Reese playing side by side, they're literally the twin towers. Like it's about to, like rebounding is not
Yeah,
like
kind of like some Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker type.
bro, it's over. You're not getting no
Not
more.
as skilled, but as far as like aggressiveness and rebounding.
Yeah. So I think the future of you know what I'm saying the women's NCAA basketball is in great hands. Shout out to Dawn Staley for what she just did.
She's she's gonna be the most winningest coach ever.
Bro, in the last, I think it was, I sent you guys the record. Like the last 5 years, she's like 100
109 and like three or something.
She's only lost 9 games in 5 years. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Like,
crazy.
bro, that needs to be talked about way fucking more. Like, I'm kind of mad at that because I feel like, I hate to make things about race, but I feel like if it was a different coach,
Yeah, I mean, and then a part of it, I just feel like because it's the University of South Carolina, you know.
and because she's all the isms,
Yeah, like
like, come on, bro. You feel me? Like all the isms, like, get out, bro.
oh shit. Maybe if it was like a different school, like a UConn or remember the I don't want to. I forgot her name. The historic lady from Tennessee that was Candace Parker's coach. That was like a huge winner. I can't remember. Maybe if it was like one of them schools.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though, bro, because look at Iowa. I don't even know how
Yeah,
many times I've said Iowa in my life, and now
yeah.
all of a sudden Iowa because of Caitlin Clark. So yeah, but also like, come on, y'all, like give her flowers, like before that she won that last year. Like they should have been hyping her up, putting her, putting media dollar or marketing dollars behind her. But you got any more
Hopefully,
takes? Go ahead.
hopefully she stays down in college basketball because you already know they handing out them bags. So she might be coaching for the NBA G League or in the NBA next 5 years.
I think she seems like a pretty like loyal kind of person, and you seen she's already got the bag. She got the LV sponsorship, baby. She got
Yeah,
the you seen the LV jacket every game. She was laying.
laced and dipped in butter.
Come on, dipped and drip. What? Yeah. So I don't got nothing else for this topic. You got anything?
No, 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 it's not really.
Bet. All right. Well, with that being said, we're on the topic of basketball. We'll go to the NBA playoffs. I
Man,
know it's hard for both of us to watch all the games because we got families, we got kids and stuff like that. Well, I got one, you got a couple, but what's your take on MVP candidates? Who you think is going to all the way? You know what I'm saying? Win championship? Like what's your takes on it?
MVP, ain't gonna lie. Just like you said, I ain't really been watching to say who's really an MVP, but I also be thinking about like ever since we was kids, no matter how much basketball we watch, we can't just sit here and just point our finger and be like, oh, he should win MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that because I'm not even gonna lie, like watching like Gil's Arena and stuff, and how they tell you the categories. Like I didn't know all the people like that was voting, like how the votes work and stuff. Like I don't think
Yeah.
it's just like voting for anything else. You don't really know what they what they grading, what rubric they're using. So you got to get out of SGA though, man. Number one in the West, he's playing with a bunch of kids, and he's a kid. Number one in the West, you can't. This is the West. Nobody cares about the Eastern Conference. Nobody
to
cares.
your well, you see LeBron ran through it when he was on the East, so it
Yeah,
just shows and now how difficult it is for him to do it, and not to take away from his greatness, but like, come on, bro, it's the West. But that's what I'm trying to figure out too, because like with what you said about like Gil's Arena, it is what it is. Like they used to base it off of your overall team record. So if you had a
yeah,
good like you were in the top three and you were killing, oh, you're automatically MVP.
for sure.
But or not automatically, but you get what I'm saying. But like now, it's like they're trying to switch it because really it should be Shea based on like his team is number one in the West,
And he's averaging like 30, I think.
30 plus. Like bro, he's killing. But again, that was my point in the beginning. Like bro, they're not putting no marketing dollars behind him for whatever
Yeah,
reason. You know what I'm saying? But he deserves to have that. I think. I mean, I don't even watch like OKC like that because, truth be told, I'm still holding a grudge because that's supposed to be the Supersonics. So I don't watch it. I've boycotted them since they've left. I swear to God, I don't watch their games. Even when OKC was with KD and James, I watched them, but I was like bitter. So now that they're not there no more, I don't watch their games. Um, I was like, bro, just disappeared.
My bad, I was trying to fix it.
No,
But
you good. But yeah. So,
going,
but outside the MVP, man, if you know me, those who know me, you know who my team is, and we actually made it to a 7 seed, the Lakers. So I'm hopeful. You know what I'm saying? I think that as a 7 seeder, we can get in. We got to go up against the Nuggets, man, and we're in a different altitude as well. You know, they're higher in climate altitude and climate. So I don't know, man. I don't know what I don't know if we can at least make it a 7 game, or excuse me, 7 game series. I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? Even if we lose, but we take it to 7 games, because I don't think we're. I'm hopeful, but I don't think we're gonna.
that's the thing. And I kept arguing with my other bros that are Laker fans. I'm like, man, you guys sure you guys don't want to sit LeBron tonight? Why
Want
not
to do what?
sit
Want,
LeBron in the play-in? I would have sat him.
they might not have made it, bro.
I would have. I just feel like if they would have lost the last game, right? Because the Pelicans
Oh,
lost.
you're saying lose on purpose?
Yeah,
Oh, you're a kid. Nigga, you're a
to play
kid.
against the Thunder. Would
Kid.
you rather play against the Thunder or the Nuggets?
There's no guarantee because we would have had to play against Sac to be the eighth seed.
Yeah, you. But come on now,
And then that's extra games. That's
The
extra, like,
Kings, the Kings.
Sabonis has had AD's number for 10. Bro, he's 10-0 against AD. AD's a
I
punk when
know
it
it's,
comes to that.
it's tough, but
We don't want that matchup because clearly he
I
can't
feel
handle
like LeBron could have just went Bron and got the Kings up out of there, though. That's just how I feel like,
it. Ooh, you know what? I forgot. Playoff Braun is
Yeah,
he a different dude. Yeah, you right.
because to be honest, if Zion didn't get hurt, man,
Stop. What do you stop, bro?
I
Stop.
think you guys will be playing today. On it, 40, he had 40, bro.
He was about to take 40 in an L, bro.
I don't think so. The game was too close. They both was making mistakes.
I guess we'll never know.
You're right. We'll never know, and it kind of sucks that he's not playing in this game
Yeah.
too. I feel like they probably
Yeah.
shut it down. We will come back next year.
Hey,
You
what you
know?
think about Giannis though? Is he, or is it him who's hurt?
Yeah, he's
He's
hurt
hurt.
too.
He's hurt. They're not trying to announce it.
Yeah, I think he might be hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's
And
not
and
injured.
the
He's
and the
hurt.
and the, and the Bucks are terrible. But the games when Giannis was hurt in the regular season and Dame was playing, they was winning. They got a better record without Giannis than they have a better record without Dame.
That's regular season though, bro. You know
Yes,
they turn it up in the
sure,
playoffs.
for sure. Who the Bucks got the Pacers, right?
Yep. Man, they got
Mm,
the Pacers beating the Bucks. I don't know about that, man. They're trying to
that's
hype up.
it's low key disrespectful, but
What's boy's name?
who?
From the Pacers. Who shoots
Tyler,
out there?
Tyrese Halliburton,
Yeah, man.
and
They
he's on the USA team
over Kyrie Irving,
over Dame.
bro. These
Over so you don't so apparently you don't agree with Drew Holiday being on the team either.
maybe for hold on. Maybe for defensive purposes, but if we're just talking about overall, just go get a bucket and experience.
I
I'm taking Dame and I'm taking Kyrie. Get them
and
two
and
off.
so look and
Doing
Gilbert Arenas was cooking people for saying that though for the
what
defensive.
I said.
Yes, for the defensive part for Drew Holiday. You want to know why?
For for saying that he should be on there for defensive purposes.
Yeah, because you want to know why?
Why?
Think about all the defensive play. I'm about to look at the roster again. Think about all the players that's on that team. It's kind of disrespectful. You got Kawhi.
Okay.
You got
No, I'm saying what was his point? Like, what was he
his
trying to say?
point was don't really understand Drew Holiday because you can still have Kyrie or Dame because of all the other defensive players you got.
Oh yeah, I agree.
LeBron, Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
Kawhi, like come
Bam
on now.
Adebayo. Bam.
Bam.
Yeah, I don't know.
He lucky to make it too though.
Yeah,
He's just one of the best big men, but you know he lucky. Lucky.
Joel's on there, right?
Yeah, he's not even from.
Hey, yo. No, I
We're
mean technically,
it look like we're dependent on other. No, bro.
stop. Once you
If
get
that's the case, they could
citizenship,
have just called up Zach. What's the dude's name from Purdue? We should just called him. He's a big body, 7'4".
I mean, once you get citizenship, technically you're a citizen.
It's cheating. He's supposed to. Has he played any FIBA with us? Joel
No,
Embiid?
he's African.
Yeah, that's my point. That's like,
I
come on.
mean,
We had to
yeah,
go get we had to get Joel Embiid though. Come, like that's just like it makes us look soft, bro. It makes us look soft
does it?
because it's like okay, we don't get, and that's what my whole point was too. If we don't get Joel Embiid, then who do we call? I can't think of nobody on top of my head.
Well, that's the NBA's fault. They got rid of all the big men and they want to shoot
Yeah,
because everybody wants to be Stephen Curry, but everybody's not
yeah,
Stephen Curry, and so that's their fault. They shouldn't have tried to emulate what Golden State created and left the big men in the game. Like there's no Demarcus, like there's no more big men in the league. There's no more,
yeah,
so that's their fault. They should have. I get they're trying to say the game is evolving, but it's like, bro, everybody's not a shooter like that.
yeah.
Not
It's
like
like
not
get
like
back to
that.
basketball.
Yes, because you know what's funny about that too. When you think about the greats, like the people that we argue who's the GOAT, Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, they have post game skills. They got mid range. They got floaties. They got three. They had an overall package. So when you take away the big man, these guys coming up now, they just shoot. They don't even know how to. They don't know how to use you know what I'm saying, a little fake
Yeah,
up and under. You know that they don't have post game moves to get a big person or a little person on you off you. Um, I actually saw in the NBA. I forgot what game I was watching. It was probably a Laker game, but a guy probably like 6'8" got the ball in the low post, and he had it. And there was a guy probably like 6'1", 6'2" on him, and he's guarding him, and he did a fadeaway, and it was like, bro. I mean, he made the bucket. It might have been DeMar, I don't know, but it's like when you get somebody that small on you and you're that tall, that's a quick. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could fade away. But why are you fading away from somebody 6'1"? You're 6'8"? Like that.
that's
That's
because that's what when they train and that's what they practice.
back them down. Pause. Like just you feel me? Like back them down and a little
That
hook or a
game,
little.
that's over with. That's not gonna make ESPN. That's the reason they're not
That's
doing
what
it.
I'm saying though. They got rid of that. Like
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it too because just like let me kind of getting a little bit of talk, but Zach, what's the dude's name again? I keep from Purdue,
I don't know.
Zach Edey or
They
whatever.
do.
I don't
Yeah.
see what's like. Even I keep mentioning Give It Arenas because it's just I be trying to pay attention to what they be saying about certain things because I be like, what's the point of drafting him number one?
Zach Edey.
Yeah, Edie or Adi, something like that. What's the point of drafting him number one? Because he's not a Wimby. He can't do none of that. He had 37 in the championship and lost.
That's what Zion was about to have against my Lakers. He was about to have a 45 and an L.
Yeah, tough. That's tough. That's tough.
Nah, he's 7'4", bro, and you're right. He's not as skilled as Wimby. He's definitely not shooting no threes like that. He's not a finesse player. He's not skinny. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have that part of
Like they was comparing him to Boban, bro. Like, ooh,
comparing him
Boban.
to who?
Boban.
I got to do some research. I don't know who that is.
Okay, you remember the big he's in the commercials now. He don't even play like that. He's in the commercials now. He used to play for Dallas.
Oh yeah, he be like, and you bounce it, and to bounce it, and to bounce
Yeah.
it, and to bounce it, and to bounce it. Yeah.
That's the
Big
most
ass.
he touched the ball is in that commercial. He don't do nothing.
Wow.
He can't do nothing. That's why I was like, I
Nice bounce.
understand him. I understand the reason I was like, why draft him like this? This draft is gonna be weaker than the WNBA draft.
Hey yo, Boban, where's bro? Guess what his shoe size is, bro?
Probably like a 28.
And y'all used to make fun of me in school for having a big foot, bro. I only wear a 14 or 15. This dude wears a size 20.
Yeah, I thought Shaq always had the biggest. Well, Shaq wear like a 22,
I'm about to
23.
look up Shaq. What, bro? A
Yeah, 20
size
is crazy.
20? He had to go to the league. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what country he's from.
He couldn't work. He couldn't work at a Safeway and be bagging groceries. As a Shaq was a 22. God damn,
Mm, that's not too far off at all.
that's crazy.
But we can run down the games real quick and say for predictions.
Yep.
Um,
Wait, what games? NBA games?
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Yeah, let's do it.
The Bulls just lost today. They suck. They got smacked too, 112-91. That's terrible. So that means the Heat's in, and then the Kings and the Pelicans playing right now. I think I want the Pelicans to win because I think Zion can come back, but the Kings probably gonna win it because Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum was a no show a couple days ago.
Hey, so let's go over our first round picks, and then let's go to the last topic.
Yep.
So starting with the East, who you got winning out of the Bulls and the Heat?
Nah, they just played
Wait,
today.
wait, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Yeah, my bad. Who you got winning out of the Sixers and the Knicks?
I got trying to think. Sixers Nick Joel Embiid is back, but what's
I
her
got
faces? The Knicks are hurt.
the Knicks are hurt. I got the Knicks. I got
Julius Randle's hurt.
I got the
You
Knicks.
only got the Knicks because of Jalen Brunson. That's the only reason why. You don't have no other reason why besides Jalen Brunson.
No, see, you're right, but I feel like this is such a new territory for them, and they're doing so well with him that they got. When you have that kind of momentum behind you, pause.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
No
Nah,
bad boy,
let me
man.
stop. Let me stop. Nah, let me stop. When you got that kind of momentum behind you, bro, that can carry you throughout a series. And I think that with Joel getting back from his injury, and I heard they kind of rushed him back. That I don't know how far they're going to go. Plus, he's always like
I'm not having surgery and coming back.
trust the process. I don't trust the process. So who you got? I got the Knicks.
76ers have more pieces.
So you got the 76ers?
I got Joel Embiid, just Jalen Brunson, because I feel like you can let Jalen Brunson rock. Who else
Yeah.
we worried about?
All right. So who you got in the Celtics and the Heat series?
Celtics.
Facts, yeah, Celtics. Pacers, Bucks.
I got the Bucks, man. Dame is not about to go out.
Yeah.
Losing to the Pacers, that man, that's like
I'm
I
a
don't know.
I'm gonna make one comment on the Bucks Pacers series. Don't forget over All Star. Well, see, I watch a lot of the NBA when I have time, like at night and stuff. But don't forget over All Star break when Halliburton was having his run, he was having a good time, and then after that, they like started losing all these games after the All Star break. And during the All Star break, I think he during the game was like, or no, sorry, before the All Star game, before the All Star break, Halliburton was like kind of going back and forth with Dame, like talking. You know, he was like looking at they beat the Bucks and he did one of these like Dame time. You know what I mean? Trying to be funny. And Dame was like, yeah, I saw that. Just you got to keep a level head. And when your highs are high, or excuse me, when you're high, don't get too high. When you're low, don't be too low. Kind of keep a happy medium. But we'll match back up and we'll see what all that was about. And he sent OKC home with the Trailblazers and waved bye bye at them. So I think he's going to remember that. I think he's going to have like that as fuel during that series. And I think Dame is gonna he's gonna bring that out during the game. But
Yeah,
to keep it going, who you got? Last one. Who you got for the Magic and the Cavs?
man. Shout out to Paulo. First off, man. Ain't nobody doing what you doing. Ain't nobody talking about it either, man. Second year taking your team
Kip.
in this day and age. I'd rather build my team around him than Wimby.
I'm gonna go with the Magic just because of that. Like I don't care. I'm going with them just because of Paulo and how he's carried.
Um, The Cavs, they got. I will say they have. Of course, they have more playoff experience. The few players. Well, it's only Donovan Mitchell. Well, they went to the playoffs last year, huh? All them niggas suck, man. Let me just be honest. Them niggas suck, man. The Magic can beat them niggas.
Wow.
They just Donovan Mitchell. He's just a nigga that just he do like to play basketball. You know, one of them niggas that just like to shoot and I'm gonna go do a couple dunks, shoot some threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah,
So you got the Magic or the Cavs?
I got the Magic. I got the Magic, man.
Magic. All right, West Coast. We beat the Lakers beat the Pelicans, and then the Pelicans are playing the Kings. Who you got? Who you got beating, or who you got out of the Kings and the Pelicans?
Kings.
Kings. I got the Kings too. Um, Thunder and we don't know, but I guess we'll just leave that open. We'll come back to that. Clippers and Mavericks seems like that's going to be a good series. Who you got out of that one?
Man,
I
my
see.
second favorite player of all times on that team, man. I feel like he low key wasting his career though.
Woo.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, so
You
you
know,
got the
I feel
Clippers?
like he's just redeeming himself from the Lakers still. You know, even though
Yeah.
he still had good numbers, even though they was calling Russell Westbrook. But as far as like a series, man, there's no reason why they should be losing. Got fucking James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Russell Westbrook.
I think they're cursed, bro. I'm going with the Mavericks.
Is it a LA curse?
No, I think it's because they've been in the same building. You know what I'm saying? And they've been like the little brothers of
They get their own building next year, right?
yeah, and they got a different logo and everything. Do you know what a Clipper is? I looked it up
Mm.
because the new logo they're getting, a Clipper is like a boat. It's a
Oh
boat,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a bunch
People
of
people from here catch Clippers to Canada.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
anyway, that was a random fact, but I got the Mavericks. I got Luca, Hardaway, um,
you got the
Kyrie, of
fucking
course.
Mavericks.
Yeah, bro. Because the Clippers are. I'm telling you, bro. They are. I almost said something. I don't want to say it on here, but it would have been funny. They're a cursed people. They are a cursed people, bro. They are cursed. The Clippers are
Somebody got
cursed.
a voodoo doll on the Clippers, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I just think that even when they get their own dome or whatever they're getting, like they're always going to be the little. You're the little brother. You're the little. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the little homie. Like
It's
you.
all because they ain't got no championships.
That plays a big factor in it. Look at the Knicks. Like that's why the Knicks won another one. They haven't won since like the 60s. I don't know, the 60s, 70s. Like
And it's because it's how many not West Coast, how many LA teams it is.
you got LA Clippers, you got LA
Lakers,
Lakers, you got
Golden
Golden
State.
State. They're not LA, but I know what you mean, California. And then they got Sacramento. That's four. Yeah, they got four
Yeah.
teams out there. Like they're the of all of them. They've always been the bottom tier. Well, not always, but come on now.
Lob City was the worst. That's the most disappointing ever.
But
Well,
but
this might be the most disappointing ever.
Exactly. I was gonna say Lob City had like people we was excited to watch that with Jamal and Blake and them. But if this team don't get it done,
I mean, you saying that, but you got them losing in the first round. It's crazy.
yeah, because I don't, nigga, I'm a Laker fan. I hope they lose, bro. You got to remember
Yeah,
that. Listen.
yeah.
I got my look. I'm looking at it too. I got all my little LA stuff over here. I ain't gonna wear it right now. One of these episodes, I'm gonna wear my gear though. But I'm really a fan. Like I'm sorry. Yeah. No. I don't have them winning, and I hope they lose. I do. Paul George with the Paul George podcast. Yeah, that's what's up. But he gonna
He
be doing
cares
that.
about that more than basketball.
See, exactly. See, that's why they're not gonna win. You up here doing podcast, interviewing Juju, and all this other silly stuff, and yeah, you ain't focused. But you can say the
Yeah.
same thing about Ron because he's, you know what I'm saying he's doing his thing. But
That's because he's on his way out the door.
good point. Appreciate it. So who you got? Timberwolves and the Suns.
Man, that nigga Ant might average 50, man. They still gonna suck. Them niggas suck. But I can't say they suck because look at the record in the West. Like they would have been number one too. So it's like, and it don't. Oh, Cat gets to come back, right?
I don't know. I realistically, I got the Suns. Really, I want to see the Timberwolves win. I'll say
Oh
that.
shit! I think Cat's playing,
Yeah, I want to see the Timberwolves win, but I feel like the Suns are more. They're vetted. They got more experienced players, but
but they're out
clearly
there
it hasn't
playing.
shown.
They're out there playing 21, man.
Yeah, yeah, one-on-one ball and shit. And then who you got? Lakers and the Nuggets.
I'm going with the defending champions. You can't you can't bet against them, but you
I'm
can't.
a I'm gonna be so biased and I'm gonna be so far left that if this happens, I'm gonna sound like a genius. I'm gonna sound like a prophet. No disrespect to nobody's beliefs and nothing like that. No disrespect, but I'm gonna go with the Lakers because playoff Braun, bro. He plays chess. It's not even about the physicality and the shot selections, and it's a chess game. And even though they won the championship, even though they've had our number for the past couple of years, we had their number in the bubble when it was straight hoop. We had their number. So if something can happen where we can refocus and get back to that, I don't know. I'm optimistic, so I don't know, but I'm going
Um,
with Laker faithful. Yeah.
the bubble was different circumstances and a different team because D'Lo ain't Rondo,
Oh, definitely not. Can't even.
but Rondo's a two-time champion.
And he's won. That's crazy. The fun fact about him, he won with the Celtics and the
And the
Lakers.
Lakers. It's crazy.
I think only one other person's ever done that, or he's the first, something like that. But
I
that's
think he might be the first. You know that niggas really that's a rivalry that never die.
um shit. Speaking of things that will never die, I'm trying to segue into the next thing. The things that'll never die. One thing about hip hop is, it's bound for you to get into some kind of like rap controversy, rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody might just come for your spot and they might challenge you. And I think that competitiveness is needed. There's no other genre where you're really competing for who's the best R&B singer, and it's taken that serious. Like you can argue Beyonce and all these other people, but it's not like a real serious it's not a barbershop talk conversation, right?
Yeah.
Not like you're really arguing over that. But recently, the state of hip hop, we got Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. I'm gonna give my spiel real quick, and then I'm gonna be quick because I'm trying to wrap up.
Yeah.
But I think that this is good. It's showing the younger generation, you know what I'm saying, where hip hop kind of like all found how it was founded and where it started from. And it's not gonna go into the streets like how Biggie and Tupac's was. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get like how other people's beef has been. Even though people are thinking it's gonna get like that. Like we're talking about Drake, he signed with Nike. We're talking about Kendrick, he's what I'm saying, who he is and who he is to the culture. It's like it's not gonna go to the streets, right? Lyrically, though, they're going to talk about it like, AK, lyrical AKs and 9mm spitting at you. Like, they're going to do all that. I love that. So, my stepdad put me on to like MCs and people who are bar heavy. So, I started to learn that. And then my dad, my real dad, he taught me about like all the West Coast hip hop, you know what I'm saying? The Snoops, Dr. Dre's, NWA, Pac. I grew up on the West Coast, so I grew up to listening to Sugar Free, all that. Like I didn't know nothing else. So I'm just saying I have a deep appreciation for hip hop and for stuff like this. But when it comes to Drake and Kendrick, I think I'll say this. One, I think J. Cole got hit with some strays, and then that's why he retracted what he said in the song that he made. It's not even on Apple Music no more, which is crazy. Um, I think that Kendrick, if we're talking big three, or how I have them ranked, my ranking will go Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, only because, and this is my take, only because when you think about
You
hip hop,
talking about rapping and capabilities, right? Or just how they are as an artist?
just all of it, bro. I'll say all of it. Just my favorites, bro. Like in that order. If you look at my recent history, right, like on Apple Music, I'll probably listen to Kendrick the most. I'll probably listen to J. Cole like second or just as much, and then Drake last. And everything isn't for everybody, but I was gonna say, um, the reason why I have them two at the top two and Drake isn't up there, and why I don't feel like anything that he's gonna do is gonna be validated is just because when you think about like certain songs that have been made, like you go back and listen to mixtape J. Cole, and even now, like he has songs where like, damn, that was like that song was so real. He's talking about his personal life and his even on another level, like if you want to talk about like race, like culturally, like he has songs that like relate to us and us specifically. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can consume the music, but it's to us. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about growing up in the South and moving from this place to that place with his mom and his dad and having to go through certain struggles that we can relate to, right? Being nervous when the cops get behind you and stuff like that. And then Kendrick, he's from Compton, used to be, affiliated with certain, you know what I'm saying, street, whatever. And he has a song, King Kunta, We Gonna Be All Right. He has songs that like uplift us. Anybody can listen to it, but certain songs speak to us. I don't know what song Drake has that, and this is my opinion. I don't know what songs that Drake has that like is specifically for us, that straight hip hop, like that's you know what I'm saying, that like during like a protest you would play, or like during like a I don't know, like I don't know how you gonna raise your kids, but like you play a song like, hey, what he's saying in this song, like you know what I'm saying, is like specifically because during this time this was happening and this is how we felt. You know what I mean? Like I don't. He has songs that are like more geared to like teenage girls and like dudes that still going to the club and like popping in, and that's what's up. But for me, the way I put it to one of my homeboys is Drake and Jake, or excuse me, Kendrick and J. Cole, from what they used to put out in 2010 and '09 to now, I can see the growth in like maturity and what they're talking about, how they've grown through their music. I don't necessarily get that vibe from Drake, and
So
that's
you
that's
don't
why I
see,
criticize him.
you don't think Drake,
Yeah, go ahead and go give that. I'm done.
or you don't think Drake showed any evolution in the hip hop game or helped change the game at all? Like
Yeah, definitely. There's a
Kendrick
lot of
and
singing. There's a lot of singing rappers now. Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, I get it. As far as them, um, as far as hip hop, I love hip hop. So and I'm hella super in tune in the battle rap. So I love battle rap. But I haven't really listened to none of these diss songs, partially because I don't really listen to none of them guys anymore like I used to. I'm not even gonna lie. I probably know more Drake songs or anything just because of the type of music he has. You know, one thing that is the downside to Drake, nigga, we don't even know if you wrote this or not.
see,
It was an AI, and then you got songs that you know how many songs niggas came out and wrote this and that for you. He's like when a black person has a business and nobody knows he owns it, and it's just a white person that that handles all the shits. He's just the voice. He's like an insecure rapper, right? That doesn't want to. That's afraid of the lights and shit. So he has somebody else does it do it for him and
Drake is an
perform like a
insecure
nigga like
rapper.
Drake, huh?
You saying Drake is an insecure
So
rapper?
like if I said it all wrong. If I was an insecure rapper, but I was good at writing this shit, but Drake, you're good at performing and getting across. Like
Yeah,
I'll give my music to him because he's gonna make it a hit because of who he is and his style and all the other stuff.
his cadence and all that.
Yeah,
So somebody argued with, or they tried to argue with me, but they were like, "Well, a lot of genres people write other people's music," and I was like in agreeing with them, and I was like, "No, yeah, like, um, shit, go look at the credits of Whitney Houston's hits. Dolly Parton wrote all those.
yeah,
Dolly
but
Parton's a white
that's
woman, like, and that's fine, but that is a different genre. When
yeah.
you're talking about hip hop, and you're talking about battling, and you're coming at me, you got to write that. You can't have nobody write that for you. If you're a pop artist and you're making that, Teenage Fever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever song that Drake has had that we all love, I consume his music too. I listen to his music too. I want that to be clear. I bump Drake. Don't get it wrong. Like I used to be one of the biggest when he first came out.
Yeah,
Man, ask my cousins, man. I used to what? But if you're in a hip hop beef and if you're rapping is supposed to be like one of those things like you take a lot of pride in, like, bro,
yeah.
I did that, I wrote that, I said that, I stand on it. Lil Yachty wrote your stuff. This person wrote your stuff. Wayne wrote your stuff. How real are you? Because that's what hip hop is being about. It's about being real, your authentic self.
But the reason why Drake gets away with it, right? Think about all the stuff we found out from the beef with Drake and Pusha T, right? The
Hmm.
world was looking at Pusha T like he's a bad person all over hip hop, all over stuff that people been doing.
What?
As far as like exposing stuff, like, but I'm using my lyrical ability. I'm not, it's not like I'm posting pictures. Like, what are people doing now? You know,
Right, right, right.
just dissing people's dead homies, arguing over females. Like I listened to a little bit of Rick Ross's diss. Like, I fuck with the way Rick Ross was talking, like how he went about it. He went straight to the studio.
Yeah.
Jose. Like. But as far as like J. Cole and Kendrick, like you said, I like what they stand for, politics, the music that they can relate to us, from happy, sad, to whatever you're going through, but especially being a black man and struggling, single parent homes and all that stuff like that. So it's easier to relate to. I don't go to the club, and drink, and I'm not around a bunch of women like we ain't in high school no more. Like, niggas got family. So
Smart.
it's like, just like when you talk about like as far as like the evolution in hip hop, as far as like Drake hasn't really changed, really he has changed. It's more party shit. Like he's making other artists big. Like that shit was Sexy Red and shit. I hate hearing that shit, bro. Only thing they're talking about is women, bro, just being naked and doing dumb shit. If you hate your baby's daddy and just weird twerking and shit, like I don't want to hear that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Here, let me look real quick before we end it off, because so Drake is 37 years old, and he's rapping like he's still a early 20-year-old teenager, and that's what I'm saying. That's his core audience. His core audience is the young, fresh out of college, or maybe not even went to college, but like the early 20s. And clearly, other people are going to consume. I just want to be clear. Like anybody can consume music, but his core fans are probably young girls. What you just said, people going through like some F my baby, you know what I'm saying? Like some
Yeah,
real, and that's fine. But the core audience for J. Cole and Kendrick are, I would say, like a little bit older, a little bit more mature, probably like mid 20s to older 40s. Because the people who know Kendrick sometimes and J. Cole, I'm surprised. I'm like, damn, you heard that song? They're like, yeah, yeah, like it. Their music transcends over all the different
yeah,
ages, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like their music, you can play around your uncle, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Not all of it, but some of them. You know what I'm saying? They have songs where I could play this around. My whatever. I can't play the sappy, crying, sad, hate my baby mama, hate my baby daddy club turned up twerking music around everybody. Not my daughter, not my
getting
grandma.
money and throwing it on strippers.
Yeah, and also I can't relate to that. That's not my lifestyle.
It's not
Feel
my
me?
lifestyle at
Real
all.
talk. Like I'm not out here doing, and I never was. I ain't never tricked. You feel
Yeah.
me?
I still ain't been to the strip club yet.
Boy, don't
Still
say
ain't
that.
never been.
Boy. Yeah. When's your birthday?
28th of November.
All right. Say less.
Sad gang.
Say less. Say less. Nah, because I mean, there's some things in life you gotta at least do.
Yeah.
There is
Of course
something.
I want to go. I just still never had it. You feel me? Still never
Well,
went.
save up your ducats, Spenny, because we're gonna get
What
some
J
more.
what JK what J Cole said in that one song? He was like, I went to the strip club. He said Drake threw about what
He said the
15,000. He only
difference
threw
is,
about three bands or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like,
See,
difference is I'm throwing five, he throwing 50.
50, yeah. See, hey, I know what song that is. That's the Cure. That's the Cure, right? What's the name of
Um,
that song? I think it's J Cole, the Cure. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite J. Cole songs. He was gassing that shit.
A lot of people don't know about the songs that me and you could probably talk about when it comes to Cole and Kendrick, because people just
Like
know them for like their
Cheer
melody,
Up by J. Cole, all that shit. Like,
the warm up, the whole
yeah.
warm up mixtape, like that was classic. Like,
It's just different type of feeling. Like you feel me? It took me a minute, to really. I'm like, okay, so now I get it. Like he ain't just trying to, some niggas be promoting bullshit. He ain't promoting, but he give you all sides.
I was about to look up some of Kendrick's recent songs. I won't even do that. For those listening at home, if you want to know what does he mean when I say, like, if you want to know what I mean when I say like Kendrick puts out and J. Cole put out music that stand the test of time and Drake doesn't, don't get me wrong. Drake has pop music. He's been number one on the charts, all that. But those songs, and hear me, I'm gonna take a wild take, but it's the truth. Those songs will be forgotten.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes to J. Cole, the warm up, go back and listen to Too Deep for the Intro. Go back and listen to the warm up. Go back and listen to College Days. Go back and listen to some of, and it's going to be a hard listen because it's not like the music of today. But go back and listen to what he's saying. And then same thing with Kendrick. He got a song called Vanity Slaves, number one. And then he has another song called Let Me Be Me. Just let me be me, me. It's the only way I know. So go back and listen to some of their older music, and you're like, oh, this is real music. This is like not real music, but this is for like this is for the anybody can relate to this. Like you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I can't relate to the big all that other stuff. You feel me? You know.
for sure.
Anything else you want to give to the people, man?
Shit. Bring hip hop back.
Yeah, please bring real hip hop back. I'm telling
Bring hip hop back. We need it. Dang, it's hard for me to listen to music now. Probably listen to a lot of old songs and shit like.
that's
We're
what I'm
just in a
saying.
different time.
Shout out to who was it? Simba and what's my boy's name?
It'd be hard for me to get on to the new artists too because I don't like to dick right nobody. Niggas just be but I don't know. If I'm pronouncing his name right. He's kind. I feel like he's kind of like on the J. Cole and Kendrick level. Is it Love Russell or L.A. Russell?
Oh, the Russell. Yeah, him.
Yeah. He's not he's young like us, so I feel like eventually his music is probably gonna go super more political, but he still keeps it,
But
for us.
that's what I'm saying. His music is hypey, but he also got songs that's like, bro, what he just said was real, bro. Like that was
Yeah.
real. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah. Um, appreciate y'all for watching this episode, man. I know it's been a long time. Um, it's time to eat. Appreciate y'all for watching this episode. Another episode of Talk of the Town podcast. Uh, we'll probably have Roy back on next episode. We'll have some more topics to talk about. Y'all be safe out there. Merch coming soon. Yeah, I said it
For
silently,
sure.
but we've been working. Don't think we just been out here not doing nothing and ain't nothing popping off. We got stuff in the works. So merch coming soon. More episodes coming soon. I know people have been asking and waiting patiently, subscribing. Again, make sure you like, subscribe to our YouTube page, comment, share with a friend, share with 2 friends, share with 8 friends to get the word out. And yeah, man, until next time.
Till next time, man. Gang.